there, students. This is Mr. Picard, and we're going to be talking about expressions and equations today. First thing we're going to talk about here is an algebraic expression, which basically consists of variables, numbers, and operations. So a good example would be something like 3x plus 2. Here's what we call my variable term, and this is what we call a constant. This is a variable term because it contains an x, and this is a constant just because it's a number, constant number 2. We also have algebraic equations, and the only difference is it contains an equal sign. So a good example would be something like, we'll take the 3x plus 2 again, but you put the equal sign in there, and we'll say 1. The equal sign makes an algebraic equation. Expressions are evaluated, not solved. Equations right here would be solved. This would be simplified or evaluated, your expression. Okay. You've heard about the expression, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, for PEMDAS. This is what we use for PEMDAS right here, order of operations. We're going to look at it a little bit differently. We're going to use the pyramid because it's really not 6 steps, it's 4 steps. The first one is parentheses or grouping symbols. I'll just put grouping symbols here. E is for exponents. And of course, M is for multiplication, D is for division, but it's multiplication and division from left to right. Also, A is for addition, S is for subtraction, and these are also from left to right. So what I'm basically saying is this: you might have multiplication right here and division in the same problem, but you might do division first because the division problem is before the multiplication problem. It doesn't matter whether it's multiplication or division, it's which one shows up first, left to right. Okay, so let's try one of these. I think we're going to look at problem B right here. And we have our chart up here, parentheses. Okay, here's a set of parentheses. Or grouping symbols, you also have the brackets. You can see the brackets right here. They're a grouping symbol. You do the innermost grouping symbol first, which is our parentheses. And 30 divided by 6 is 5. So this becomes 2 bracket 5 plus, this is now going to give us 5. And there's our first step. We're not done with parentheses yet because the brackets here are a grouping symbol. We're going to do that also. 5 plus 5 is 10, so this becomes 2 times 10. And finally, we have some multiplication here. Just the 2 times 10 is 20. Okay, I'm going to let you guys try A if you want to. And the answer to 1A here is, I think it's 31. So try that and see if you can get it. We're going to move on to the next problem. Plugging in numbers first and then evaluating. It's kind of like we just did before. You're going to use your PEMDAS again, but first you got to plug your numbers in. We'll do C right now. Find out what X and Y are over here. X is 3 and Y is 4. Plugging those in and then evaluating. So X is 3. Whenever I plug a variable in, I put it in parentheses to kind of keep the multiplication intact. Y is 4. I'm not going to put that in parentheses because it's plus 8 inside the parentheses. Divided by 12. And once we get all our numbers in, we can evaluate it. Well, once again, we got parentheses first, our grouping symbols. 4 plus 8 is 12, so it's going to be 3. I can drop my parentheses around the 3. 3 plus 12 divided by 12. Okay, so I got 3 times 12, or I got 12 divided by 12. Which should I do first? Well, left to right, this multiplication part right here comes into play first. So I'm going to do 3 times 12 is 36 divided by 12. 36 divided by 12 is 3. So that's our answer. I think the answer to this one is 7. I'm just guessing. So if that's not what you get, that's fine. Let's go to the next one. Simplifying expressions. Basically, we combine like terms and simplifying expressions. And we also use, it's not in here, but we're going to be using the distributive property. And distributive property is always first, and then combining like terms would be second. Examples of like terms would be, in this problem, negative 10x and 2x. But I can't add them together right now because this 2x is in the parentheses. So I got to get rid of the parentheses by distributing this 3 through my quantity here. So that's what we're going to do. Get rid of the parentheses first by using a distributive property, and then combine like terms. So just carrying down the negative 10x, because we're not doing anything with that yet. 3 times 4 is 12, so that's plus 12x squared. 3 times the 2x is 6x, so it's plus 6x. And then 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. Bringing down this plus 4x squared, we didn't do anything with that. We have x squared terms and x terms. We can't add those two together. But I can add the 12x squared to the 4x squared because they're both to the same power. 12 plus 4 is 16, so that's 16x squared. Then we have this. We have the 6x and the negative 10x. Negative 10 plus 6 is negative 4, so I'm going to say minus 4x. The only thing that's left here, if you cancel out everything you've added up already, is a negative 6, your constant, so minus 6. And that is my simplified answer. The answer to B here is negative 8x minus 6. So you can go ahead and try this one. Make sure distributive property first, and then combine like terms. And this is the answer you should get. Okay, here we got a word problem. Find what you're looking for first. So we'll read through this. The Pyramid Arena in Memphis, Tennessee is the 3rd largest pyramid in the world. The area of its base is 360,000 square feet, and its height is 321 feet high. The formula for the volume of the pyramid is right here. Volume equals 1/3 base, capital B is base, times height. And H is the height. Find the volume of the pyramid arena. So we're going to use this formula. Volume equals 1/3 base times height. So I'm going to say 1/3 times my base. Area of the base is 360,000 square feet. And the height, they said, is 321 feet. So I guess I would divide 3 into 360,000. That's going to give me 120,000 times the 321. And that is equal. Once again, the answer is 38,520,000 cubic feet. That'd be the area of this pyramid in Memphis, Tennessee. Okay, solving this problem, it says, don't forget to use geometry terms. Anyway, find the perimeter of the triangle if A equals 9 and B equals 10. Well, perimeter is sum of all sides. This side is 2A plus, here we got 0.5 B squared plus 5A plus 1. Now, it's plus 5A plus 1 in parentheses here, so we're not multiplying anything by the parentheses or anything inside the parentheses. So you can drop the parentheses and just combine like terms. So basically I have 5A plus 2A is 7A. I got a plus 0.5 b squared. And then we got this little 1 over here. Don't forget the plus 1. So basically all I did was take my three sides, combine like terms, and this is my answer right here. But we're not done yet. We got to plug in a equals 9 and b equals 10 and get a number answer. So I'm going to say that 7 times a is 9 plus 0.5 times b squared. B is 10, so that's 10 squared plus 1. So that's order of operations. I guess you could say this. We're going to do exponents first. 10 squared is 100. 7 times 9 plus 0.5 times 10 squared, once again, you said is 100 plus 1. So that's exponents. Parentheses are usually first, but there's just one number in parentheses and one number in parentheses here and here, so you can't really do anything with parentheses anyway. Multiplication. 7 times 9 is 63 plus 0.5 times 100 is 50 plus the 1. So that takes care of multiplication and division. Now addition and subtraction, basically 63 plus 50 plus 1 is 113 plus 1, or 114. Centimeters would be your label. So 114 centimeters. Okay. Keywords. Basically we have addition here and all the words that are correlated with addition. Subtraction, decreased, less than, that's, like we said, subtraction. Multiplied or product, multiplication here. Quotient or divided by, you can write it as a fraction or use the division symbol. Is the same as or equal to, equal sign. I guess I'll do one of these. I'll do the last one for you. The length of a rectangle is twice the width. The length of a rectangle is twice the width. So length of the rectangle is my equal sign, equals twice the width. So that would be 2w. That's one way to do it. I want to do this one too. 4 less than a number. So you're subtracting 4 from a number. We don't know what the number is, so we'll call it x. And 4 less than that number is actually subtracting 4 from the number itself, which is x. So x minus 4. A lot of people see the 4 less than, they know it's subtraction, but they'll put the 4 first, and that would be wrong. You're subtracting 4 from the number. Okay, solving equations. Basically, when we're solving equations, you want to simplify both sides and then get the variable terms on one side, and finally get rid of your coefficients. So simplifying both sides, we'll do b right here. And simplifying both sides. So basically I have a 7a, a negative 3a, and a 2a, and a negative a all on one side. They're all like terms, so I can add them all together. 7a minus 3a is 4a. 4a plus 2a is 6a. 6a minus 1a, this is a 1a here, is going to give us 5a equals 16. Now, it's 5 times a. We want to get rid of the 5. The opposite of multiplying 5 times a would be dividing by 5. So I'm going to divide both sides by 5 here. 5 divided by 5 is 1, so this becomes 1a, or just a, equals 5 goes into 16 3 times. With 1 left over, that's 1/5, or 0.2. So a equals 3.2 is our answer. And that ends our lesson for today. You'll get the worksheet tomorrow. Thank you.